I'm Maggie from Magdalene's House of Hens, and today we're going to be talking about feeding chickens. People feed chickens lots of different ways, but we decided on a semi-automatic feeder that just they have access to food the whole time, and we just refill it when it's empty. We let our birds free range, and so they get grit and bugs and treats however much they want. And we made our first feeder out of PVC pipe, and we had it where there was a long pipe, and then there was there's a T pipe, and then it connected to more pipes, which then had a feeder that had the feed refill it when it was empty from the pipe. And we had a little bit of trouble with that one because the creases let water in, which let it mold, and so we had to clean out the pipe all the stinking time. We used the bottom of it to feed our chicks until they can eat with the big guys. We use scratch feed for our chicks because they don't have to eat chick starter anymore, but they're not old enough to be eating the layer pellets. We had a bigger pipe and it went a lot taller than this one, but this one, the food comes down out of that pipe and fills these two holes so that they can eat it. But we had a longer pipe so that we could put more food in it, and so the longer you make your pipe, the more feed and less often you have to refill it. When we traded the feeders and gave the chicks the old one, we made this new one. It's a 5-gallon bucket, and we put PVC elbows inside of it, and so that when you fill the feed in here, when you put it in here, it can just refill it, and the chickens can eat as much as they want. They don't overeat, so these automatic feeders work well for them. They eat what they want and leave the rest. They don't eat all the kitchen scraps we put in here anymore because they have all the bugs and grit they want out in the yard. But they will scarf up the mealworms you throw out here. You can throw them in the yard, anywhere, without worrying about having beetles show up later, because they will eat them all. They also are big fans of oatmeal. This feeder doesn't have the same mold problem that we used to have with our other feeder. We just hung it from a low little hook, and there's lots of tutorials on YouTube and Facebook and wherever you get your tutorials on how to make this feeder. It's fairly simple. You just make a bucket, put pipes in it. Chickens aren't hard to care for. You just have to make sure they have food, water, and a place to sleep. And these feeders make it easier to keep up with making sure they have feed. See you next time.